Valley Club Null is in the game. In this video, we got some data mines about his full kit. We also have Zombie, Scarlet Witch, and the Astral team getting some updates as well. And we got some more data mines about Battle World and a Vampires vs. Zombie event coming up next week. And if you're ready for all of that and more, then Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you are having an excellent day. We have update 8.4 rolling out this week. Some people have it already all the way live. Some people still are waiting to get rolled out, but it is rolling out this week and we got a lot of brand new information because of it. Before we get to all that stuff, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. News videos, question answer videos, reveal videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. Without further ado, let's go into the game files and talk about what has changed. And one of the big things that we know here, we see the character model of Null. Null is in the game right now. And as we see, 180 shards for the unlock, which means that you gotta get the 180 shards. It's gonna be a 4-star unlock once you get Null. Let me know what you think of this character's, of Null's character model. It is fully in the game right now. We know he's gonna be a boss for Battle World, and Battle World's gonna award some shards for Null over the course of this. The other new character that we have in the game right now is Zombie Scarlet Witch. And if we look at her unlock, 45 shards, this means a 2-star unlock. I believe this is the same for Zombie Juggernaut and Zombie Iron Man, 2-star unlocks for these characters with a friendly release method. Should not be like Captain Britain if it's going to be like the Zombie Iron Man and Zombie Juggernaut, but that is what's in the game right now. We also have some minor changes to the Astral team. They did not get their stat upgrades, or they did not get their kit upgrades, but they did get their stats upgraded, which is why Moondragon is so beefy. No Astral tag yet, but yeah, the stats are updated. Same thing with Doctor Strange. A normal Doctor Strange got updated stats, still doesn't have the Astral tag, still doesn't have an updated kit yet, but yeah, his updated stats are in the game right now. And through data mines, this is courtesy of Brother Bendable Straws. This is in the game right now. Now, you can't see it in the game. It's probably in the back end of the files, but it is in the game right now. Another member of the Astral team, the Ancient One. This is what her character looks, her character model looks like in the game right now. We also see the model of the brand new version of Emma Frost. This is what Emma Frost is going to look like once she appears on the Astral team. We also see as the Shadow King. We see the shadow in the back of Shadow King. We see the actual model for Shadow King. And this was done yesterday. She's in the game right now, but yeah, the character model for Zombie Scarlet Witch. Let me know which one you are most excited about. Is it Ancient One? Is it Emma Frost? Is it the new legendary character in Shadow King and the Shadow? Let me know your thoughts on all of these new data mines. As we move forward with more data mines from Brother Quickdraw, this is what Shadow King's portrait will look like. The avatar once it goes in the game. Zombie Scarlet Witch, it is already in the game right now, so you can check this out right now. Looks like Zombie Juggernaut will be in Battle Pass 32. It was already announced that Captain Britain is getting a Battle Pass in mid-November, so this is probably the one right before the Captain Britain. Just like we've had with Blade Oath, it looks like there is going to be a Daisy Chain offer for Man-Thing. Now, it has been since announced publicly. This is what the Daisy Chain offers will look like. This is from CM Lori. The first Daisy Chain offer, there's actually going to be 2 of them when his offers go live. The first one will have 120 shards of Man-Thing, 210 shards for the second offer, plus Blade's passive awaken ability, 240 shards for the third Daisy Chain, and then 240 more shards plus a 1 diamond Man-Thing in that Daisy Chain. We have a lot of other Daisy Chains here that you can get even more shards. If you are purchasing these, may be worth it, but this is what the Daisy Chain number 2 is gonna look like. Maybe worth it for you, may not be worth it, but take a look at these Daisy Chain offers, see if this is something that you want to do before you start getting into that and making all these purchases. Just find out that maybe this is not something you really wanted. And the blog post on September 27th mentioned a few places to get candy for the candy store from. One of them, or 2 of them, are already in the game. The Night Stalker Showcase Chapter 2 missions. If you do have these characters unlocked, you can get some candy from the candy store for that. Also, the Alliance Gifting event. That's probably the main source right now, but it also described the upcoming Zombies and Vampires event, the Hunger and the Thirst Dueling event that call on vampires and zombies to bring home candy. We do have data mines about that. That is from today from Brother Quickdraw. And it mentioned a new attack effects possibly for the upcoming Zombie and Zombie versus Vampire event. So talking attack bleeding victim, and it says category none, expiration type on, never expire. And it talks about the bleeding victim. If vampire is bleeding, killed by enemy, last attacker was attacked, the brains mission. So a lot of different types of things. Remove on death, false, onyx, spiral, the zombie juggernaut event. Not sure what to make of all this, but it does seem like there is a new effect that could be launched just for this event. Now, as far as events, it does look like there's a Battle World Readiness event, campaign, raid, and arena. What it says, spend campaign energy, battle in raid and arena to earn amazing rewards in this Battle World Readiness, a special milestone for returning commanders. So looks like it's just free stuff. Doesn't look like this is the main milestone for next week. Just looks like this is in addition to our main milestone that ties into the month-long milestone. Just looks like it's resources to help us get ready for Battle World. Earn characters you could power up to take on the challenges of the upcoming Battle World feature. Players level 75 and above going to have access to this. Claim your login streak token in the first milestone and keep your streak active to earn even more rewards and bonuses. Now, also talking about Zombie Invasion, where you're earning silver bullets, T3 ISO ions, and crimson skill gear. We cross-reference the blog post here. It does look like this event called Zombie Invasion starting on October 21st. Unless something is something to change there. But it is a 7-day event. You're going to need to earn points by playing in the raids with the Night Stalker, spending Dead of Night Showcase energy and power chords, completing the Sugar Rush web event, earning Zombie Hunter orb fragments, the Hunger and Thirst challenges, free claims, and special offers. So it does look like the Zombie vs. Vampires event is going to be related to the Zombie Invasion event, and some of the rewards will include T3 ISO 8 ion credits, level 1 ions, dark promo credits, skill gear. Also earn points for the month-long milestone Midnight Hunt by collecting these silver bullets and a bunch of valuable bunch of garlic. So that looks like the big ticket item. And according to the blog post, it's just called garlic here. So maybe the name was changed from bunch of garlic to garlic, but it looks like it's talking about the exact same thing here. Zombie Hunter orbs contain character shards. We don't know which characters yet. We'll probably find out in Friday's blog post. Gold training orb modules, crimson gear, zombie agent leaderboard. So there will be a leaderboard to climb their chance for Man-Thing Diamond, Sugar Rush web milestone, spending candy. You're gonna earn candy and points for this event as well. The Vampires vs. Zombies event mentions the Hunger and the Thirst. Both of these data mines are described here. So the Hunger, it says battle with the Undying team for brains with unique abilities. Hunger without end. Start with 10 brains and defeat enemies to satiate your hunger. If you're hungry, you're getting 20% speed, minus 8% damage per stack. Satiated is plus 20% damage, plus 10% crit chance, and crit damage per stack. Eat your fill at 20 brains and become lethargic for a turn, then gain Undead Fortitude, and Undead Fortitude is 50% damage resistance till the end of combat. This looks like it is the limited time trait for this Zombie Juggernaut event, something to do with brains. And the Thirst, what it says here, battle with Night Stalkers and protect civilians from vampires and their familiars. Vampire minions have the following abilities: Ritual of Blood of God. At the start of their turn, civilians have 50% chance to gain 1 bleed. If they already had at least 1 bleed, they also gain taunt. Thirst Eternal. Vampire minions heal 50% of their max HP when attacking bleeding enemies. Their HP is full. Instead, they gain 1 death proof, 3 offense up, 3 defense up, 1 safeguard. A vampire minion kills a civilian. They also get a full speed bar. So very, very interesting event. Sounds to be very, very fun so far. Let me know your thoughts on this event. I can't wait to see how difficult this is. I hope there's some challenge in this. We also have more data mines about Halloween events. Stop vampire minions from feeding frenzy on the civilians. A vampire moon rises. Have this horde of vampires attack. Join forces with the Night Stalkers and protect civilians while working to defeat the vampires. The mission features the following special mechanics gameplay: Ritual of the Blood God. This is kind of the mechanic that's kind of described above. There's just a little more info in this next data mine here. On turn, if a civilian has a 50% chance to gain 1 bleed. On turn, if a civilian has a bleed, they gain taunt for 1 turn. Thirst Eternal. Vampire enemies heal 50% of their max health when attacking enemies with bleed. Their max health is full. They instead gain 1 death proof, offense up for 3 turns, defense up for 3 turns, safeguard for 3 turns. A vampire enemy kills a civilian. That enemy fills their speed bar by 100%. So that was a line that was missing from the previous data mine. Minimum requirements for this: 2 Night Stalkers at gear tier 10. Each year of this event increases the difficulty and this requirement. This looks like more details about the Thirst event. Dead Rise, they're hungry. Lead Undying is a secret of the most detectable delicacies, brains. Luckily for those ravenous, Nexus Earth is home to some truly gargantuan geniuses. The mission features the following special mechanics: Hunger without end. On spawn Undying, gain 10 hungry. gain 20% speed, minus 8% damage per hungry. Enemies spawn with brains. Defeating an enemy removes the amount of hungry equal to the brains consumed. When 20 brains are consumed, that character gains Undead Fortitude. And Undead Fortitude grants a character 50% damage resistance. Minimum requirements 2 undead at gear tier 10. Each tier of this event increases in difficulty and requirements. We also have some information about Battle World and their minimum requirements. So as far as the different difficulties, difficulty 1, character level 75. Of course, these are just recommendations. You don't have to be at this level. Difficulty 3, level 90. Difficulty 4, 95. Difficulty 5, character 100. And difficulty 6, which appears, at least according to these data mines, to be the toughest difficulty. Character level 100, gear tier 19, 7 yellow stars, 3 diamonds, ISO 8, tier 3, level 2. So some pretty tough requirements. Some special op mission requirements. This says it requires 3 stars, 5 stars, 7 stars, gear tier 15, gear tier 17, 6 red stars, gear tier 19, and 1 diamond. So not sure what this is going to be, but it looks like maybe different sections in the special ops would have different requirements. And again, thanks to Brother Quick Draw, we have some data mines, some early data mines of Null's kit. Doesn't look like any of the numbers or percentages have been finalized, so obviously this could be subject to change. But what we see about Null, the boss version, so this may or may not be the PvE version that all of us can unlock, but it says attack the primary target and adjacent targets for X amount of damage, clearing X amount of positive effects, applying bleed, apply some random negative effects from the following list to the primary targets: ability block, blind, slow, trauma. Apply some random number of negative effects from the following list to the primary and adjacent targets: defense down, disrupted, heal block, or offense down. On primary and adjacent targets with darkness, apply +1 darkness. Primary target does not have darkness, apply darkness to the primary target. Gain X amount of random positive effects from the list. Defense up, deflect, offense up, gain an assist from a symbiote ally. This attack cannot be dodged by the primary target. So very, very strong opening basic. We have a data mine for the special as well. Attack the primary and adjacent targets for some amount of damage. This damage reduces the max health of the target by X amount % of the damage dealt. Clear all positive effects on the primary and adjacent targets. Spread all negative effects from the primary target to the adjacent targets. On primary and adjacent targets with darkness, apply +1 darkness. Primary target does not have darkness, apply darkness to the primary target. Bury yourself for X amount of barrier. Summon a random ally from the following list. So symbiotes, Agent Venom, Scream, Symbiote Spider-Man, or Venom. This attack is unavoidable, cannot be blocked. The ultimate is a strong one as well. Big AU attack for X amount of damage. Applying some level of darkness to all enemies with darkness. This damage reduces the max health of targets by X% of the damage dealt. Summon some random number of allies from the following list: Agent Venom, Gwenom, Scream, Spider-Man Symbiote, or Venom. Summon additional X amount of random allies from the following list: Anti-Venom, Carnage, Gwenom, Red Goblin, or Void Knight. Gain X amount of rage. So rage is an important skill with Null. And the passive, on death, revive this character with 100% max health, and this character's revive cannot be prevented. So characters like North Star or someone that prevents revive once, maybe Mephisto, not going to be able to do that. This character cannot be cloned or have its max health reduced. Characters killed by Null cannot be revived. On turn, for every 10 rage on this character, generate 1 ability energy for self, up to a maximum of 5. On symbiote ally turn, on a symbiote ally death, gain X amount of rage. On enemy turn, fill this character's speed bar by some %, gain some % of damage and some % of speed per rage. Symbiote allies will gain a certain percentage of speed. For every 10 rage on Null, symbiote allies will gain some % of damage, up to a maximum of 250. Lower the passive assist chance for all enemies by X%. While this character does not have barrier, gain some % of damage reduction. This character can only lose this amount of health per turn. Not there, I guess it's not decided yet. This character's max health is 1% of this character's max health, cannot be reduced. This character is immune to the following list of negative effects: ability block, exhausted, exposed, and stunned. So no stunning Null. That's going to be tough in the battle world, ladies and gentlemen. But I hope the info that you got in this video gets you all set for Null. Hopefully it allows you to prepare for that Vampires vs Zombies event, prep for battle world, and now that you know the crazy kit of Null, well, hopefully you can make some preparations for the teams that you want to take in to beat Null. Hopefully you got some value anything in this video, and if you did, leave it a like. It is free for you. Tremendously helps with the YouTube algorithm, the ValleyFlyin channel. And if you want to check out what are the best teams to farm right now in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.